So I was planning on talking about Mhx Alter today, being over on the NA version of the game, and I guess I'm still technically gonna get to do that, just not over on the NA version, because as you can see right now on your screen, JP got hit with their 26 million download campaign, and well, technically Mhx Alter is on radar, but there's a few other little interesting tidbits that I wanted to go just talk about over here if you're playing the JP version of the game, or if you're considering playing the JP version of the game, since it's been a little hype as of late. But before we get into this, if you have not already, make sure you leave a like on the video and that you subscribe to the channel for that sweet daily FGO content. And if you want to see your boy pull and play FGO live, I do that every weekday over on my Twitch, linked down in the description down below, usually starting around 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we generally go for a few hours, although for the rest of this week, we're pretty much going to be farming boxes. But as you guys can see, one of the poster childs for the 26 million download campaign is going to be Space Ishtar, and it brings things like her costume and everything back. So let's just go ahead and just talk about some of the things that we're going to be getting. So first and foremost, we got login bonuses. We got the absolutely cursed Merlin CE making its return. If you missed out on this on the JP version and you just really wanted this, I guess you can go ahead and grab it. If you missed out on Space Ishtar's costumes, well, they're bringing it back. That way, if you summon for her on her banner, you can at least use the superior costume, as I'll call it. Then as we scroll down, we'll actually get to the login here. The login's not too bad, but I know that everybody's, really only here for the 10 tickets. The apples are actually really nice as well, though. 10 apples is a little insane. After the last event, though, like a million QP and 10 EXP cards, really not the most insane thing. If you don't know, because maybe you weren't playing the JP version of the game, we basically had, for the last event, just like a daily dump of 8 million QP and 35 like all 5-star EXP cards, right? Like, it was something you could just collect every single day as long as you maxed out the event early on, and it was really insane. It was like a nice buff, especially after they introduced the ability to get Saint Quartz from leveling up servants. It made that really easy. But as I know, a lot of people are just going to be caring about those 10 tickets over here and maybe using those on one of the Ishtar banners. I said one of because there's 2 banners right now. Then as we come down, there's also little like consecutive login bonuses as well down here. I believe this is the consecutive one that you have to log in 7 days in a row for. And then if you just log in 5 days during the period, you can collect some of this stuff. The rare mana prisms actually not too bad because most of the main interludes, things like the Seraph event, things like the Ereshkigal Christmas event that you get the Archer Altera from, a lot of those you can actually do for free as long as you have the 5 mana prisms. You'll see in the shop that it's got like the 5 mana prism cost, but it's slashed through. I believe once you've done enough story, they just let you start doing them for free. So that can also be a really good way for newer players to get things like BB and whatnot for absolutely free. Just make sure you don't spend them too early, right? Because I've noticed that can kind of be a problem if you just go ahead and spend them. Then you can't actually do the things, right? You gotta, for whatever reason, meet the rare mana prism requirement, and then they let you do it. But if you don't have enough, they don't let you do it. I don't really know what's behind all that. We have another login thing coming down here. I believe this is the weekly login, right? Because this is like your friend points on the first day, and then you can see that the ticket is the last day. I think this is just only being shown because it's it's a new month. They're revamping what's in here. Proofs are kind of nice. It's nice that we have like 5 different options. I believe we usually only have 3, so this is kind of a nice revamp, giving us more options for this. But instead of revamping this, how about we refresh the Pure Prism store, because I'm running out of goodies in there. As we scroll down, now we get to the actual goody stuff. Well, I mean, this is half AP for EXP cards. If you care about that, let's say you're a newer player on JP, you want to level up some of your servants to get like 3 Saint Quartz per servant, right? That can be really useful if you're a newer player, or just in general, you are new and you need to level up servants to beat the game. That can also be really important. So that's something to kind of take note of. But I guess we will come down. Oh yeah, then there's like, shop stuff, right? Like, you come get your 5 tickets and your EXP cards and everything. Although it does look like they're adding these into the shop now. So now not only can you get like the 4-star EXP cards, you can also get like some of the bigger ones, which is kind of nice, big if true. But then let's get down to the real stuff. I don't want to like focus too much longer on all that other stuff. Yeah, we already know the requirement for that. We already talked about that. Show us the goody banners. So first and foremost, we're getting the Saber Wars 2 rerun banner. It has all the CEs on there. It has Space Ishtar. It has Calamity Jane and everything. Unfortunately, I was looking through earlier and I didn't really see anything that implied that there would be a buff for either of them, which is kind of unfortunate because not like they're bad and they need a buff or anything, but I would just like to see what they could do with either one of these, especially like Space Ishtar, right? Because Summer Ibuki just came out, and arguably Summer Ibuki kind of blows the other arts farmers out of the water. And if they want to, you know, maybe have it be a little more competitive, they could give Space Ishtar something to work with. You know, I thought that'd be a little cool, but doesn't look like there's anything on the news that was like talking about that, which is a little unfortunate. But hey, if you missed out on Space Ishtar, or you know, you missed out on Ibuki more importantly, and you need yourself an arts farmer over on the JP version, now is the time to go ahead and get her. Or if you just need a buster farmer or a quick farmer, Space Ishtar can kind of do it all. Granted, quick farming is a little hard for her to do, but it is something in her resume. She can actually do it, even if she does excel really well at being an arts and a buster farmer. So yeah, if you just want generally an omni farmer, someone that can literally do whatever you want, Space Ishtar is still the absolute goat for that. And Calamity Jane, if you pick her up, I mean, well, she's cute. You know, let's just say that. She's not bad, but she's cute. But yeah, that's what I meant by the other Ishtar being out here than the Mhx Alter. As you guys can see, this is like the token 26 million download campaign banner. And again, I was like looking for things to see if like maybe there would be like buffs and whatnot, but it doesn't look like anything outside of the buffs that they already have, which was kind of unfortunate, because again, I would like to see like buffs and stuff thrown towards these servants, but it's not looking like we're going to be getting that. But it's still a very, very good lineup of servants. Raiko, after a lot of her buffs, is like a significantly just really OP AoE buster berserker. The only thing she's really lacking is going to be an NP battery. Like if they gave her that, she'd just be absolutely cooking, because right now she just bomb stars on her NP, does pretty good damage. I believe her mana burst is still neutered, right? It's still like an odd like 30% mana burst for a turn, which is really weird. But they fixed her first skill, like made it really, really nice for critting. You know, I don't know, maybe they make the second skill a little bit better and then they give it like a, I don't know, a 30 to 50% battery, if I can really hope. I would love to see a day where Raiko's a 50% battery, but that might be too much hoping, right? But you know, she's still absolutely insane regardless. Amakusa has like one of the most insane glow ups of all time. Like he just does everything. He like removes all buffs when he fires his NP. He gives himself a buster buff. He can target and give somebody like stars and NP gain, and he has a battery, but he refunds battery. He stuns servants. I mean, he he just does everything, right? Like there's like nothing this guy doesn't do. He's like stupid insane. Ironically enough, like the one thing that's maybe holding him back is just his typing as a ruler, because then he's not really like super effective against anybody, but the dude just kicks butt, right? Like he's just really insane. Ereshkigal as well. Ereshkigal became like one of the best buster farming servants in the game because of her buff to her NP getting like the anti-earth buff. So now like you can bring her and have her buster loop against sabers, right? If they've got the earth attribute, like she just absolutely cooks. Ishtar as well, stupid insane. They actually might as well just call this the actual buster farming banner, because look at this, you have Ishtar and Ibuki, right? If you don't know, this is a saber, archer, and lancer, all AoE buster servants, all packing 50% batteries. And if you don't know, that's pretty much like prime buster meta material, right? People like Koya and Skya, they will absolutely love you if you can bring them a servant that is a 50% battery, because that means you can do all sorts of fun stuff with different CEs. You can start plug sitting in Oberon for like just gajillions amounts of damage. Stuff is just ridiculous at that point, right? They might as well just call it the buster farming banner. And then there's also Mhx Alter, who I'll probably end up talking about tomorrow now. I was going to talk about her today when this video went up, but I was like, it's Wednesday. There's probably going to be something dropping on JP. And lo and behold, staying up till 5 in the morning turned out to be maybe kind of worth it. I don't know. But yeah, I'll talk about her tomorrow. She's still absolutely broken. She's actually more broken on JP because she has the buff to her NP that makes her also super effective against good attribute enemies. So this banner is just absolutely broken. I'd probably hold off my Saint Quartz, although you guys should be seeing a summoning video later on today around like 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time of my last summons for Scotty. And let's just say after doing all of these summons for Ibuki, Lady Avalon, and Scotty, I'm a little summoned out right now. I think I'm just going to relax, hope for a really cute Christmas servant, and then just call it a day from there because I'm a little summoned out after 3 5-stars. And then also just a hidden Summer 6 banner that also brought back like Kama and Okita Alter Saber that I also wanted to summon for, but just didn't have enough Saint Quartz because JP won't let me buy Saint Quartz anymore. They just don't want my money, apparently. But, man, it's pretty nice over here on the JP version of the game. It's going to be a little slower, I guess, but still nice to kind of like log in every day and get your farming done. Just nice to like log in and just, you know, just do this, regardless of if you need to level up servants as a new player or if you just need to get some Saint Quartz. It's still very good if you need Saint Quartz. So yeah, just make sure in between your boxes on the NA version, you come on here, use your daily AP, or at the very least, just hit them with one of these, you know, just suck up my AP and turn it into some blue apples, you know, stuff like that. You know, make sure you're just on the ball at the very least doing that. But with all that being said, let me know in the comments down below, are you guys hyped about this 26 million download campaign? Is this bringing any servants that you're going to want to be summoning for? I know Space Ishtar is insanely popular, so I know somebody's got to be hyped about this. But is anybody going to be hyped about the other banner? Where did there? I was like, where is the other banner? I know I might like personally maybe summon for this cute Ereshkigal CE, but I don't know. Maybe I don't have Ereshkigal on JP, so they might sucker me in for that. But again, not being able to do the $20 method is kind of a huge nerf to my JP account. So we'll see going forward. I don't know. You can just stay posted to streams and we'll see if we summon on it or not. You'll have to find out that way. But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have yourselves a nice day. Peace. Late, guys.